Hello, hello, hello. Yes, yes. Enjoy the music. Welcome to Grammar Right. Trying a different approach here. Let's give it up for our studio audience. Yeah. All right. I'm your host, Mr. Downing, and this is Grammar Right. So, in today's episode, and ignore the microphone, we're going to be talking about two rules. And it's going to be an interactive show, so hold on to your seats. Make sure you're paying attention, taking notes. So, the first thing we're going to talk about is indefinite pronouns. This is us picking up from where we left off from part one. So, here, rule number 3, indefinite pronouns may be used as a singular or plural, subjects, or both. Depends on the number of the verb, which will vary accordingly. So here are some examples. These are examples of singular indefinite pronouns. Definite meaning what? Give you 2 seconds, a couple seconds. What do you think indefinite means? Anybody there? Any idea of what indefinite? Nope. No clue, huh? So indefinite means that it does not have a particular set number, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Indefinite means it could be any number. So for words like any, another, anybody, anyone, anything, each, either, everybody. So all these are examples of indefinite pronouns. So these are singular indefinite pronouns. All right. So they take on singular verbs. Here is, which is a lot shorter, a list of plural indefinite pronouns. Both, few, many, several. All right. So when you have plural indefinite pronouns, they need plural verbs, such as many have nicknames. Many is a plural indefinite pronoun, so it has to have a plural verb. This is a list of indefinite pronouns that could be either, and it could be singular or plural. They are singular when they refer to a singular word, and they're plural when they refer to a plural word. So all of the book is factual, so this is referring to one book, so you need a singular verb. All of the facts are few, this is referring to several facts, so you need a plural verb. All right, indefinite pronouns. All right, moving on, we're going to now look at a couple exercises. I know, you're so excited. Calm down, calm down. So, could be some cash prizes associated with this, so make sure you pay attention. So what you want to do here is pause the video, and you're going to do, again, identify the definite pronoun in the sentence, then choose the correct verb. So you can do 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, or 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And all you have to do is identify the verb and the indefinite pronoun. So you want to pause the video and do that right now. All right, so moving on, this is to test your knowledge. So what you want to do here is pause the video and see if you can figure out which sentence has no subject-verb agreement error. So keep in mind those key points we talked about with subject and verb agreement and indefinite pronouns. If you need to rewind the tape, do that. But go ahead and see if you can figure out which sentence has no subject-verb agreement. So keep in mind, you're supposed to be taking notes in your video notes. All right, so go ahead and pause the tape, the video. Good gracious, tape, I'm showing my age. But yeah, pause the video and answer this question. All right, so here's the second question. Same thing here. Which sentence has no subject-verb agreement errors, A, B, C, or D? Read the sentence here. Let's see if I can make it a little bit easier. Why am I still talking on this mic? So this make it a little bit easier to read. So again, read the four multiple choice, see which one has no subject verb agreement errors, pause the tape, write your answers in your video notes. This is assessment number 2. Obviously, the last one was assessment number 1. All right, so moving on to our last piece. This is rule number 4, other problems with agreement. So these are inverted sentences. These are the form of do. So an inverted sentence, the order of words in the sentence do not affect the agreement. So in this case, instead of your subjects being first, you have your verbs. All right, questions are inverted order. Some poetic writers invert the order to achieve a special tone. So for example, our rose is really used to make perfume. So our, in this case, is your verb. It is plural, so it needs a plural subject. Across the room drifts the scent of roses. Drifts is a singular subject, so it goes with scent, which is a singular verb. All right, here is the laboratory. Laboratory is your subject. Here is your verb. Here are the petri dishes. Are is your verb, which is plural, and dishes is plural, which is your subject. Now, forms of do. Pronouns such as he, she, and it, the verb does is used. With all other pronouns, I, you, we, they, you're going to use do. So, grammatically speaking, when many of you all say the phrase, he be doing too much, or you be doing too much, that is grammatically incorrect. So, make sure you follow these rules when using these pronouns. He does like cologne. It doesn't appeal to Jim, however. I do like to wear perfume. Well, not me personally, but you know what I mean. They do come from France after all. So subject and my verb agree. All right. With this practice exercise, you're only going to do 5 again, odd or even. So just write the subject and the verb here. So you want to pause the tape, take those notes in your video notes before moving on to the next section. Here are the last 2 multiple choice. So I will zoom in to make it a little bit easier for you. So again, you're going to figure out which sentence has no subject verb agreement errors. Write down the letter. So pause the video, read it, take your notes. And the last multiple choice, again, pause the video, read the 4 questions, take notes, decide which multiple choice answer is correct. And that will conclude it. So what you want to do is make sure you understand subject verb agreement. Before we conclude, I will go back really quick, give you the page notes. You can take a look based on your answers to see if your answers were correct. This is for the last part. All right, so you can pause here, check your answers, and we'll go back to the third one. Give me 1 minute. Here are the page notes. Check your answers there. So this concludes, let me go back to my microphone, grammar right lesson. Hope you had a great time learning. Let me zoom out. Go back to the credits page because this was brought to you by The Writer's Craft at McDougall-Littell from 1995. You've been a great audience, and be sure to take your video notes, and we will check in with you next time. Peace out. And I am not Bob Barker.